Pope Francis, I am ready to meet Putin in Moscow. Pope Francis grants an interview to Luciano Fontana, editor of the Italian daily newspaper Corriere della Sera, focused on the war in Ukraine, saying, "I feel that before going to Kyiv I must go to Moscow. I have a torn ligament, I will have an operation with infiltrations and we will see. I've been like this for a long time, I can't walk. There was a time when popes used to go with the gestatorial chair. It requires a little humiliation." This is how Pope Francis justified the fact that he could not get up to greet Luciano Fontana and the deputy director Fiorenzo Sarzanini of the Corriere della Sera, whom he received at the Casa Santa Marta for an interview that the newspaper published on Tuesday. The conversation centered on the subject of the war in Ukraine, for which the Pope has appealed since it broke out on 24th of February, and for which so far he has made many attempts at mediation, starting with a telephone call to President Zelensky, the visit to the Russian embassy to the Holy See, and above all the willingness to go to Moscow to meet President Putin. "I asked Cardinal Berlin, after 20 days of war, to send a message to Putin to say that I was willing to go to Moscow. Of course," affirmed the Pope, "the Russian president must first offer a window for dates. We have not yet received an answer, and we are still insisting, even if I fear that Putin cannot and does not want to have this meeting at this time. But how can this brutality not be stopped? 25 years ago we experienced the same thing with Rwanda. Wars to test weapons." The Pope's comments also reflected on the reasons for war and on the trade in arms, which for him remains a scandal opposed by few people. Pope Francis spoke of an anger facilitated perhaps, by NATO's barking at Russia's door that has led the Kremlin to react badly and unleash a conflict. "I don't know how to answer, I'm too far away. The question of whether it is right to supply the Ukrainians," he reasoned. "The clear thing is that weapons are being tested there. The Russians now know that tanks are of little use and are thinking of other things. This is why wars are waged, to test the weapons we have produced. Few people are fighting this trade, but more should be done." The Pope also cited the halting in Genoa of a convoy carrying arms to Yemen, which the port authorities chose 2 or 3 years ago to stop. Visit to Moscow first. No trip to Kyiv is planned at the moment, but first, the Pope would prefer to visit Moscow. "I prefer it to be a cardinal, someone who is authoritative and who has the possibility of choosing the secretary, someone of whom I can say, I want to work with this person.